He doesn't want the pets.
Welcome back to my animal education series. Today I'm here with Danielle at Endangered Wolf Center. Hello.
Hi, Cole.
And who do we have over here?
So we have two of our foxes. Coming up over here is Cooper. He is a melanistic red fox, and then his brother is Artie, the Arctic fox.
And obviously I can see some Christmas trees behind us, and I was going to assume it's for enrichment.
Yeah, so we just had a big event where we had about 75 people come out and decorate enrichment for a bunch of our animals. We had fruit and meat to put on the trees, some little coconut shavings to look like snow, and we brought that in for the animals, and these guys had a blast.
And they already appear to be pretty active. And it also it's cooler in the morning, they have their winter coats on.
Yeah, so they appear about double the size right now as they do in the summer. Cooper's coat has fluffed out a lot, and Artie's has turned from kind of a gray mottled color to this almost white coat he has now.
And how does the winter coat and the summer coat really differentiate?
So their summer coat is a lot thinner, so you're able to actually really get down and feel their skin. Right now it takes a little bit of working to get through that thick coat down to their skin. And then for Artie, he actually changes color completely in the summertime. So if you're able to see his ears and legs right now, his whole body will be about that color in the summertime.
And right now he's smelling the cameraman's feet, but he's kind of the shy one.
Yeah, he is. This is really good for him. He's getting comfortable. He's checking out what's going on around him. I'm pretty proud of him.
I have noticed that some quick movements kind of spook him a little bit. But the other one is, as much as I really don't want to say, it's more like dog-like.
Yeah, I like to refer to foxes as dog-appearing, but cat behavior-like.
Yeah.
And they kind of sound like screeching cats, too.
Yeah, it definitely sounds more like a cat, and has behavior. My dad and I's dog is probably almost the same size as these foxes, and it acts kind of the same way, but they probably couldn't be more different.
Yes, I would not want a fox living in my house. You can probably get a good whiff of it out here, but it kind of smells like a mix of rotten urine, skunk, and poop just filling the air.
And it's outside where the wind can carry it off.
Yeah.
It's still
and
here.
It's still here.
So where can you find these foxes in the wild?
Cooper over here, he is native to a lot of regions. A red fox is a very adaptive animal. Artie, however, they can be found in the Arctic regions of northern Canada, of Alaska, and all those areas. Hi, buddy. And he is well adapted for those regions of cold temperature. So he's got these short ears, which keep that body heat close to his body. He's got a short snout, and he's got these tiny little legs, where in comparison, Cooper's ears are a lot longer, his snout is longer, and his legs are longer.
And what kind of food would these animals eat in the wild?
So Arctic foxes would typically kind of follow around polar bears and eat off of their kills occasionally. They eat a lot of small mammals, and then we include some fish in their diet as well, since they're...
That has like some variety to it.
Yeah.
And what kind of animals would try to attack or prey on some of these foxes?
So occasionally larger predators, they might be eyed upon by some larger birds of prey, potentially, but they're pretty good at blending into their environment. So already that white coat in the Arctic would blend in very well in the winter.
Definitely. We haven't had a lot of snow this winter, so haven't really been able to see that. But definitely, if they're in the natural environment where there's a lot of snow, probably definitely blend in, because mostly the grays in the legs currently, that'd be in the snow, you wouldn't see it at all.
So we think that Artie is actually a blue Arctic fox, which is just a different color morph. So he doesn't get that bright stark white that you'll see in a polar Arctic fox. So he's just a little bit more gray.
What is one of your favorite things about these foxes?
I adore them. They lovingly refer to Cooper as my son. But
everyone's laughing in the background.
They just have such big personalities. I think that that's the biggest thing I can say about them. Artie is so curious but a little cautious, and that comes out in quick movements, but he's still willing to come up and sniff your feet. And then Cooper is just ready to explore the whole world and take it on.
And obviously you work with these foxes, so what's been like one of the biggest challenges of working with them?
So these two come from a bit of a less than ideal background. They were both likely part of the pet trade, and with that, Artie was kept as a pet, and his owner surrendered him due to his inability to pay vet bills. And so when he was surrendered, he wasn't in the greatest shape. We think that he was likely, mistreated in some way. And so that's been one of the biggest challenges, is getting him happy to be around people. And I think that we've accomplished that.
It's kind of like, again, I hate to compare them to dogs, but it's like out of shelter. Like, they come from bad backgrounds.
It's exactly
they had
like
to
that.
overcome that situation that they've had to deal with.
It's just a lot of positive experiences for him, and I think he's quite the happy fox now.
Yeah, he definitely appears to be happy. They have an awesome enclosure
Yeah,
here.
this is a brand new enclosure. We just built it this summer. We had a donor fall in love with Artie and was willing to upfront the entire cost for this enclosure. So we just built this, and they love it.
Oh yeah, they have the separation. They have the awesome caves, which I really like.
And
They
that
have a
igloo
little
is
igloo.
air conditioned.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. So since Arctic foxes are built for that colder weather, and it does get warm in their natural regions, but not quite St. Louis warm, we have that as an option for them to cool down in the summertime.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about these foxes.
You're very welcome. I could talk about them forever.
That's one thing I have noticed. Animal people could talk forever. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @ColeShirk. As always, I'll see you next week.